There are 13 students so far. So probably today we'll be able to complete this the recording technique related section. And in last one more lecture, I think one more lecture I will take to complete the remaining portion of the method study. That is about like define, install, and maintain. These are three other steps related with this method study. So anyway, we can start. It's already 10:07, so others will join in meantime. Initially, we'll start with the example related with the two hand process chart, which I had left in between. I could not complete in the last uh, lecture, so that I will be completing first, and thereafter we'll take up the other techniques. Basically, the other techniques about which I will be talking today are related with the micro motion studies, which are primarily based on the film analysis. These micro motion study based techniques are based on the analysis of the film of the job being done. Okay, so about that I will talk a little later. Let us start with our this mic of the tube once it is taken out, so that it can be broken. The glass tube can be broken from the notched location to get the tube of the desired length. So this is the operation which is being done, and this is how it is being done. So the chart is made for this operation. This operation may be of say hardly 20 seconds, 30 seconds or so. Okay, so how the charting is done, as I told you that this is also a type of process chart which shows the different activities being done by the two hands in a particular sequence, and frequently it is also made on the time scale, but here there is no time scale. It's just activities are being shown with the different symbols. But it can be made with the time scale also. So as I said, one simple operation of the flow process chart can be broken down into the number of other elemental activities, which are like say operation, movement, or the delay, or the hold. So each of the symbol has the different meaning as compared to what we have seen earlier. Okay, so like hold the tube is a kind of storage. It starts from here, reach to the move to the zig. Okay, so there is a transport. Insert the tube to the zig. So tube is being positioned and inserted, okay, in the zig. So this is an operation. Then presses to the end. Okay, so another operation. Holds the tube. Once it is pressed against the end, then it is held firmly. And then so this is about the things being done by the left hand. Okay, at the same time, if you see up to this, picks up the file. When the tube is held, the file is picked at the same time. Holds the file, file the tube. So when the tube inserts the tube to the zig, file the tube. This is being done so for notching purpose. So holds the file to the tube. So file is moved to the tube. So this is the transport. Holds the file, then notches the tube with the file. So this is the operation. Okay, the tube is held. So when the two hands are doing something at the same time, they will be recorded at the same level. So here the tube is held by the left hand and notch is being made by the right hand using file. Okay, and before that the presses to the end and holds the file. So the different things are being done by the hands at different times. Okay, then once the notch is made, you can see once the notch is made, the tube is withdrawn. So withdraws tube gradually. Okay, this, and rotates the tube by 120 to 180 degree, holds the file. So this continues, then pushes to the end of the zig. Okay, and moves the file to the tube. So here you'll see tube is held, tube is withdrawn, then tube moves the tube to the right hand side, then bends the tube to break it, and holds the tube, and then changes the grasp on the tube to so that it can be delivered. On the other hand, if you see the what right hand is doing, moves the file to the tube, notches the tube, places the file on the table. So moves that after placing the file on the tube, placing the file on the table, uh, move right hand is moved to the tube, tube is bent by the right hand, then releases the cut piece, and then again it starts to pick up the file. So hand is moved to pick the file. So here the action or the operation is ending with the picking of the file. So this is where in, and so picks up the file is the beginning, definite beginning point, and holds the tube is the definite starting point for the cutting purpose. In this case, if you see uh, that in this case, if you see there, these are the number of the operation, number of the activities which are being done by both the hands. Okay, and which also includes like the file is being used, the right hand using the file does the notching, then file is dropped on the table, and then tube after that tube is bent by the right hand to break it, and then again goes to the pick up the file. So the file is dropped, file is in every cycle, file is placed on the table and it is picked up. Okay, so so the dropping and picking up of the file is one thing, and then apart from this the number of activities being needed is like say 16 here in this the way of doing the things. When so there can be many questions which can be asked uh, in this way of cutting, like why is it necessary to hold the tube in the zig, then why can't the tube be notched while it is being rotated instead of the right hand having to wait? Why does the tube have to be taken out of the zig to break it? Why pick up and put down the file at the end of the each cycle or each time when the tube breaking is needed? Is it not possible to do without dropping the file on the table? So there can be many things which can be asked. So after analyzing the current way of doing the things and critical examination of existing way of doing the things, if if a new method is developed, then what it comes out to be like little modification in the zig itself can help to eliminate number of activities, as well as it can shorten the efforts which are required to complete the job. So the developed or newer method after the critical analysis say, let me see here, it is 16 or 14 number of the activities. So when the critical and examination is done, and after identifying like what should be done, how should it be done, what should be used, kind of the answers, the new method is developed. And new method is in form of like, let us redesign the jig and uh, or you can identify the newer steps which can be used for same job of cutting the tube of the desired length. So what it comes out to be, like the jig is redesigned. In this case, this is the zig and the stop. Okay, so in case of the improved method, tube is inserted through the zig and it is pushed against this stop. Here here the directly file is placed, okay, which is there on the right hand side. The tube is rotated by the left hand side, so the notch is made. And once the notch is made, simply the file is used to tap at this end, so that the tube of the desired length is cut or broken down after light tapping the other end. So in this case, simply tube is inserted, then it is file is used for the notching purpose, and then tapping is used for breaking purpose. So the what left hand is doing, uh, it pushes the tube to the stop. Okay, so the first the tube is inserted against the, and it is stopped, pushes the tube to the stop. So at this stage the file is held on the right hand side, so holds the file. Okay, then the rotates the tube, left hand is used to rotate the tube, and then the file is used to notch the tube. So one operation, and holds the tube, uh, this is one, and that taps the file on the notched end so that it is broken down, and so and drops to the box. So the broken the tube glass falls in the bin or the box. So if you see the earlier method of doing the things and the developed method of doing the same operation, earlier operations were 6 by 8 by the left hand and 5 by the right hand. Transports of or the movement of the right hand were 5, holds 4 for the left hand, right hand, and no inspection. So that's how it is making 14 number of the elemental activities required to do this glass cutting operation. And in the proposed method, using the improved design of the zig, the two operations of the left hand and one hold, two operations of right hand and one hold, total 3 activities of the left hand and total of the right hand. So this is how you can see the kind of the improvement in the number of activities that are needed for the same cutting operation. There has been drastic reduction, and likewise no filling and dropping of the file is needed in every cycle. So the process is fastened, and the efforts are reduced. So these are like, say, the entire job of the cutting the glass tube, which was say earlier 30-40 seconds, now it can be like say 15 or 20 seconds. So there can be drastic reduction. So if we have the time scale, the productivity improvement in terms of the time also can be quantified. Okay, so this is about recording the activities being done by the two hands using the left hand and the right hand. Okay, so this is about the THPC or the two hand process chart. Now I will take up the next or another recording technique, that is left hand and the right hand, sorry, that is the micro motion study. Okay, so here let me just open up. As far as the micro motion study related technique is, I'll use this whiteboard micro motion study. Okay, this is about can you hear now? Is there any problem? Hello, anybody can respond? My voice is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is
Oh,
clear.
okay, fine, fine. Because sometimes the voice goes off. So anyway, it's fine. So the micro motion study, it is basically used for very, like earlier one I've said that it is short cycle. This is for very short cycle. Maybe say entire job is of like say 5 seconds, 2 to 5 seconds only. So such a short cycle jobs if need to be studied to see what kind of the improvement can be brought in. For example, like packing of sweet box, or like say assembly of very simple assembly of nut and bolt. Okay, so the entire, or doing some simple thing, if it is very short cycle, then how to do the studies. Okay, so since these are very short cycle, even if say like say from 3 seconds you are able to cut down the time by half a second to the 2.5 seconds, then what you will see that you see the time wise there may not be much gain. Okay, so the micro motion study based techniques are not used for cutting down the time required to complete the job. They are primarily used, so idea here is not to improve the productivity by cutting down the time, because the time may be cut down by a half a second or by a fraction of second, so that may not be a significant as far as the productivity improvement is concerned. But there is another important aspect, that like by proper optimization and study of the movement of the hands or the other body parts which are being used, if these are optimized, then efforts to be put in for doing the simple job can be reduced, the fatigue related with the work can be reduced. So this will be improvement for improving the working condition of the workers, reducing the fatigue and improving the reducing the efforts, actual efforts to be put in by the workers for doing the job. Another important thing is like when you see that what we have seen like OPC, okay, flow process chart, uh, flow FD, flow diagram or sting diagram or travel chart. These are the various techniques where you see where we have seen that these techniques can help to reduce the efforts to cut down the time in larger quantities, like say the time is reduced by 10 minutes, okay, or time is reduced by 2 hours. So there are so many techniques and very effective techniques which can be helpful in cutting down the time to improve the productivity by a large magnitude. Okay, if using the micro motion study based techniques, if we are able to cut down the time by 5.5 seconds, then these are not the techniques for improving the productivity by cutting down the time, and there will always be huge scope for cutting down the time to improve the productivity by reducing the ineffective time using these earlier defined described techniques like operation process chart, flow diagram, string diagram, or travel chart. These will help to cut down the time in bigger way, but micro motion studies will not help to cut down the time of that scale. The scale is very limited, but still, if these studies, the short cycle jobs which are of very small which take very long very small time, but they are repeated, say thousands of the time in a day. So if the efforts are made to optimize the pattern of the movement and the way by which they should be done, that can help in reducing the fatigue of the workers in fatigue and the efforts to be put in by the workers to do the job. So what these techniques are, okay, so micro motion study based, this is a micro motion study is basically a group of techniques, okay, used to study the movement of hands, legs, or any other body part being used during the work. Body parts like eyes and hand coordination, hand and leg coordination is also used. So used to study the movement of the body parts using the film based techniques, using the film analysis, basically using the film analysis. So these are the group of techniques used to study the movement of hand, leg, or any other body part during the work using the film analysis. Okay. So these movements of body parts, it can be a single movement or a group of certain movements, both are used, and it can also involve like certain mental activities like thinking or looking for something. So movement of the body parts is seen either in terms of either single movement or group of the certain number of the movements or some kind of the mental activity being done. So these movements, there are 17 fundamental movements or group of the movements have been identified. Group of movements have been identified, and these are used in film based analysis. So you see, to analyze a film you need to have the clarity what will be categorized in which way, what is useful, what is not, what is effective, what is not, and how to uh, analyze. You see, just watching a film is not good enough. You have to do the analysis of film, which is just of say 3 seconds or 5 seconds. So to do such kind of the analysis, the certain fundamental movements, there are 17 fundamental movements or group of the movements have been identified, and this work was done by Frank D. Gilbreth. Okay, so he is the scientist who did this pioneer work of identifying the fundamental movements related with the study of the short cycled jobs. Okay, and these fundamental movements are called thermalics. Okay, these fundamental movements or group of movements are called thermalics, which is just you can say reverse on these are in reverse order of his name of surname spelling. You can say Gilbreth. Okay, Gilbreth. So if you write just opposite, so the THER Gilbreth, thermalics. Okay, so this is just the spelling is written in just reverse order, uh, uh, which is there in the name of the Gilbreth. So these are termed as thermalics. Thermalics, 17 fundamental thermalics, which are movement or group of movements, were identified by Gilbreth. Okay, so these fundamental movements or group of movements called thermalics, each has got its meaning, like what for they are used, and that is represented by certain letter, symbol, and color. These are the three things which are used to show these thermalics in analysis of the films. Okay, so here we'll see the different thermalics which are there along with their meaning. Okay, thermalics used for on analyzing the result of several motion studies conducted by this. So this is, there are 17 basic motions called thermalics, and these can be classified. There are many effective and ineffective thermalics. Means it's just like for analysis of certain motion, there are fundamental motions which have been identified. These can be effective or these can be ineffective also. So effective and ineffective things you already know, like something which is helping to complete the work is effective. So if the effective thermalics take the work forward towards completion, okay, and these cannot be eliminated, while ineffective thermalics, as far as the analysis and the improvement is concerned of the short cycled job, ineffective thermalics do not advance the do not help in completing the work, they do not help in bringing the job towards the completion. So attempt should be made to eliminate these ineffective thermalics. Okay, so what are the effective and ineffective thermalics. On that I will talk a little later. First, you see these are the different 17 thermalics, and one was added, 18th one was added later. So what these are thermalics? So like one is such, like looking for tool or material, indicated by this symbol, okay, and abbreviation is SH and color is black. And when you find something, symbol is F and color is gray, and this is the symbol for find. You are looking for something, this is the symbol, and when you got something, this is the symbol. Then select. Say you are looking for something and in a bunch you have got something, so there are 10 pieces, so you have to pick one. So which one you will be picking, that you will have to select out of the lot. Okay, so ST is the abbreviation or the letter, and then light gray is the color, and this arrow is the select symbol. Okay, then after, so searching, then find, then select, then grasp is the next the fundamental movement, represented by Z, and the letter is color is red, and this is the symbol for grasp. Okay, then hold. Okay, next, and hold is represented like U, inverted U, plus this horizontal line. So this is the symbol for the hold. H is the letter, and the gold, this color is for the hold. Then transport loaded, like after picking and after holding, you are moving certain part, so this is represented by this symbol. TL is the transport loaded, and green is the color. Then position, then P is the letter, and blue is the color, and this 9 is the kind of, this is the symbol used for the position. Symbol A, violet, and this is the symbol. Use, symbol, and use is the kind of activity. U is the letter, and purple is the color. So disassemble, here we have, in assemble we have two horizontal lines, here just single horizontal line. DA, disassemble, and light violet. Inspect, this I, and this color, and pre-position, this is the symbol PP, and this color, and the release. Load, this is like earlier you were moving with the load, was this symbol, and just opposite, or release the load, just opposite of the transport load, opposite is the release load. RL, this color, and the transport empty, nothing is there, so this is the symbol. Rest, R, orange, unavoidable delay, this is the symbol. UD, yellow, unavoidable avoidable delay, this is the symbol. AD, and the lemon yellow, and then plan. Okay, this is the symbol P, and this is, where is the color? Yeah, anyway, so these are the 17. Let me count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 17 were developed by the thermalics, and 18th one was added subsequently. So these are the different you can say movements, or the group of movements, which are not necessarily done by the body parts, but some of these are like mental activity, like planning something, then unavoidable, all those things are fine. Okay, so these are used for analysis of the films. So, so basically what we do, the film of operation is made, and then there are two ways: either watch the movie in the slow motion or analyze frame by frame. These are the two approaches are used. And to see nowadays, the videos will be coming with the time scale, but earlier they used to have the timer uh, in the frame. So wherever the operation is being done, they will put a timer so that they can record at which moment what activity is being done. So the one typical timer which was used earlier is like wink counter. Okay, so wink counter gives the number of winks, which is one wink is equal to 1/2000th of a minute. So earlier wink counters were used as a timer, but nowadays it is in seconds or fraction of second to count the time being taken in certain activity. Okay, so yeah, this is a little more detail or grouping of the thermalics, like the reach. These are like grouped as effective thermalics and ineffective thermalics. Okay, so reach are a motion of the empty hand, moving empty hand to grasp a screw. Just an example: move uh, carrying a screwdriver to the screw head, then the grasp closing fingers around the screw. So there are these are like effective thermalics and ineffective thermalics. Reach, move, grasp, release, preposition, use, assemble, disassemble are the effective ones, and ineffective ones like search, select, position, inspect, plan, avoidable delay, rest to overcome fatigue, and hold. These are ineffective thermalics. Obviously efforts will be made to reduce the proportion of the ineffective thermalics whenever the efforts are made to improve the uh, existing way of doing the things, or improve, or to come out with the improved method of doing the things. Okay, the next one is basically Simo chart. So the in micromotion study, uh, basically that they are film based techniques wherein thermalics are used to analyze the films so as to identify the effective and ineffective movements, or ineffective thermalics for the purpose of their elimination or improving the existing way of doing the things. Okay, so now I'll talk the one typical technique. So the micromotion, one more caution that is there regarding the film based technique, MMS. This technique is considered to be a technique of the experts, and a lot of experience and expertise is needed to use this. uh, and one more thing, that since the time that we are able to cut down using this technique is very small in magnitude, so it doesn't help to improve the productivity significantly, and that is why these people love to talk about the MMS techniques, but they are hardly used for the purpose of improving the productivity. Uh, very rarely used technique. One typical motion study based technique is the SIMO chart. Okay, this is basically film analysis based technique. Okay, this is called simultaneous motion. SIMO stands for simultaneous motion study technique. This is basically a type of SIMO chart is there is a SIMO chart, simultaneous motion chart. So this is basically a type of THPC only, type of two hand process chart. So all charts will be recording the activities in a particular times, in a particular sequence, and this technique records the activities of the, so the SIMO chart also records the activities of the two hands on common time scale. Only difference is that the time scale is very fine. Time scale is very small, or it is very fine. It is in winks or seconds. Okay, this is one. And the timing, the activities being done are analyzed or identified from the films. So films are seen and identify what are the different things being done, and that too in form of thermalics. So basically the activities will be shown in form of thermalics only. Okay, so what so there is a like left hand and right hand, right? so here a time scale. Okay, so what is being done by the left hand, what is being done by the right hand? They may be doing different things at different times as well. so what we use, we use symbol, then letter, and then color. All are used to show the thermalic being used by the left hand. So thermalics being used by the left hand, or thermalic being used by the right hand. So again we'll be using the same symbol of the thermalic, then letter of the thermalic, and then its color. Okay, so this is how it is done. So like say here we'll be writing like 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe second or winks as per the case. And then what is being done, there can be symbol thermalic or group of thermalics, depending upon the capability to quantify the time for individual thermalic or group of thermalics. Okay, what individual thermalic is being done by the left hand, or group of thermalics being done by the left hand, or what individual or group of thermalics being done by the right hand for doing a particular job. Since this is a type of the micro motion study technique, which is a type of the two hand process chart, shows the movements of both hands. Okay, and it shows the time scale, and it shows the movement of both left hand and the right hand. So now I'll show you the typical example associated with the sorry associated with the so as I have said, the SIMO chart is basically a film based technique. The film of the operation is made, then film is analyzed frame by frame, and then what are the things being done by the left hand with their time is identified, their symbols and duration is added, and then similarly procedure is repeated for the right hand. And generally it is not possible to time the individual thermalics, so group of thermalics are used, it's fine. So 2 or 3 thermalics are clubbed together. So this is a, like say there are 2 examples I have to show here. So here there is a cap of the bakelite cap. There is a bakelite cap over which the rubber tap is to be placed. Okay, rubber tap is to be placed. So finished part, this is the, just like say this is the end of the last cycle, finished part to the tray. Okay, so shown by the, this is the activity, this is the time counter or wing counter, you can say 120th wing number. Transport loaded is the TL, that is the thermalic being used, and time taken is say 8 wings. As I said earlier, the time in 1 wing shows the 1/20th of a minute. Okay, so what right hand is doing, it moves the hand to the rubber tap. UD, transport empty. Okay, and UD is the another one. Sorry. Here if you see, move the hand to the bakelite cap, transport empty, it takes like say 16 wings. Then bakelite cap grasped, okay, 8 wings. Then move to the means bakelite cap is moved to the work area, transport loaded, 4 wings. Okay, then the position of the this cap, 2 wings. Then assemble, this is the symbol for assembling, H is the hold here, then 18 wings. Then right hand to grasp the tap position, and for right hand for assembly, this the right hand to pull the rubber tap. So like these are the different thermalics which are identified after analyzing this assembly job of the bakelite cap being placed with the rubber taps, assembled with the rubber tabs. So these are the different thermalics of the right hand, and these are different thermalics of the left hand. Okay, this is another example where you see one U-bolt and one clamp. These 2 are assembled. So get U-bolt, place U-bolt, and write down the corresponding symbol of thermalics and the time being taken in seconds. Place the U-bolt, hold the U-bolt, and dispose of the assembly. What right hand is doing, get the clamp, place the clamp, get the nut 1, place the nut 1, and then run down the nut 1, get another nut, get nut 2, place the nut 2, run down the nut 2, and wait. Okay, so wait. So this is just like a simple assembly of the U-bolt and clamp using the nuts. So what right hand is doing, so here if you see the time scale is in second, and the different thermalics being done by the right hand are recorded, and here the different thermalics being done by the left hand are recorded. The time scales are different because the different thermalics being done by the different hands may be of the different time magnitude. Okay, so this is how the MMS based techniques can be used to record and then analyze the movements of the 2 hands in case of Simo chart. Likewise, there are other micro motion study based techniques, but here we will be talking means we will take up just this sino chart only as far as the micromotion study based technique is concerned. There are two techniques which are left, those are chronocycle graph and cycle graph. About those I will talk in the next